cash flow streams. So if you have those little pieces of paper that we gave you earlier, we're going into the cash flow stream. There's going to be 5 of them, and you can go ahead and start taking your notes. But the first one that we're going to deal with is correct tax withholding. Then we're going to go into the smart credit system, then minimizing taxes, and debt elimination and investment education. So when we start looking at the first one, let's break it down and go a little bit deeper on correct tax withholding. The first thing we see is most employees have what? Too much money coming out of their paychecks, and it's coming out for taxes. That says right there that 80% of people have too much money coming out of their paychecks. Do you think that means if you look around, you see 8 out of 10 people have too much money coming out of their paycheck? Do you think if they knew that too much money was coming out of their paycheck, would they want some of that money back? They would want some of that money back. But we found a way to help people average person can get some of that money back in their pocket is quite a bit. Let's go on a little bit further. This is called ROI. So if you have that piece of paper there, get this down. ROI stands for return on investment. Return on investment. So what happens when you're working a job, taxes out of your check, they're getting that big chunk. What do you think they're doing with that money? They are investing your money and making a return on it. So wouldn't you much rather get some of your money back? You invest, and now you get a return on your own investment. So that's how we're gonna show you how to make a correct tax withholding. That's that first strategy that we talk about. Because what are we doing? We want to maximize or get more money in your pocket from what you make every month. Then we want to show you how to start getting some of that money and investing it. And we're going to use some of that money and eliminate debt. And that's going to increase your what? It's going to increase your lifestyle. It's going to decrease your stress. It's going to give you a better outlook on life. It's going to give you more money to work with. And everything's going to be moving forward. You're going to share it with your children. It's going to be a brighter future. So that's number one, correct tax withholding. Let's look at this. This is from the IRS. We tell you a lot of stuff, but we've been studying, we've been researching. Our owners are brilliant when it comes to money, so they started this company to try to bring wealth to the average American citizen right here in homes, just like we are in Little Rock, Arkansas. But this is from the IRS, and you can Google this for yourself. This is what the IRS says about money. I want somebody to read this for me. Can I get a volunteer? Anybody? Anybody want to read that?
Where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or purse. When you tell your employee how much to withhold from your paycheck, or you make an estimated tax payment for the average refund, that's about $40 a week, too much.
Man, you can see good from way back there. Y'all give it up for Rex. Look, he said the average person has about $40 a week too much coming out of their paycheck. And that'll add up on it. So they know that's happening. We want to change that, but this is not Marcus telling you this.
That's right.
This is Internal Revenue Service, and that came out in 05. So they're putting the information out. But a lot of times they say, if you want to hire something from a person, you want to put it in what? But see, we're going to take that information and share it so we can begin to change people's financial future, because time is out for us to be held back and be last. We're kind of going to our first right now. Anybody going to our first? Let me see your hand. That's where we're going. Yes, sir. So where does your refund come from? That paycheck that too much money is coming out of, we're ready to change that. He said you might want to do something like pay down debt. That's interesting, because that's what we're going to be talking about today, how you pay down debt. The number 2 on your sheets, the next cash flow stream is the smart credit system. Here's the thing. You got to look at 3 things when you're talking about credit. The first thing you want to look at is repairing. You got to repair what's been damaged in your credit. And I'm sure if I ask you all, everybody in here can think of somebody that has less than desirable credit ratings, can't you? I'm sure you can. I can. So people want to repair that. A lot of people can be helped by this, and some of us can be helped by it. After you repair it, then you want to build it. You want to get that score back up. And then right after you build it, the last thing you got to do is maintain it. It's great to repair it. It's great to build it. And we want to show you how, once you get it where it needs to be, how do you keep it there so it won't be yo-yoing all the time. So that's what we're going to show you with the second cash flow stream, which is the smart credit system. Then we're going to move forward to number 3. And that is, we want to show you how to minimize your taxes using the cash flow manager. Let's go into this. Right here, we see that, how many of you all drove by here today by show of hands? Drove by here. If you drove by here, we're going to show you how, as home-based business owners, now it's legal for you to take a deduction for your business travel. And you're going to be able to deduct from anywhere about $6,000 to $8,000 over the course of a year off the money you're making. Does that sound good? Because you're going to be traveling anyway, So why not travel for business and be able to make that deduction? Then we show communications. How many of you have a cell phone or a laptop? We're using them anyway, but we're gonna show you how to turn those from personal expenses over to business expenses. And then we have travel right here. You know, the average American family is gonna travel at least about once every year to go on some type of family trip. That's just the rates. But let's just say we're in business. All of us are in business. Say we're in business. All of us are in business. We're doing well. We're in Little Rock. We want to expand our business. Say we want to expand over into Georgia, over into Atlanta. And we decide that we're going to rent us a car. We're going to drive down to Atlanta. Once we get there, we're going to grab us a nice room. We'll grab a room, probably go to the Marriott. Let's say we go to the Marriott, grab us a room, and we're seeing people. We're thinking about going out there for business prospecting. Everybody say prospecting. Prospect. What does that mean? We want to go out, we want to meet people, like-minded people, aggressive people, entrepreneurial-minded people, and see if they want to move forward with the type of opportunity that we have. So as you get to the hotel, you're seeing people, you know, people at the front desk, they're always good, they're always on it. And this young man, he's great, but you don't talk to him right now because he's busy. So you check on into your room, and then what you do is, hey, you got to feed yourself while you're there, right? So you go out to a nice restaurant. You're eating, you may talk to one of the maitre d's, you may talk to your waiter or your waitress. You give them a card and say, hey, I'm involved in something that's really helping me financially. I'd love to talk to you about it right now, but I know I'm about to enjoy this food and you're working. How about you give me your cell phone number? And then when I get back to my home office, I'll give you a call and tell you more about it. Is that okay? And they'll say what? Yes. And you give them that card. And then you may go to the mall, you may go to the movies. But anybody got relatives in Atlanta? By show of hands, anybody got relatives in Atlanta? You got Ms. Bledsoe, who you have in Atlanta? Got a cousin down in Atlanta. Okay, now you came to Atlanta for a business prospecting trip, right, Ron? Right. We're there, you've been meeting people, you've been handing out cards, you've been getting cell phone numbers, emails. Can you help the fact, Ms. Bledsoe, can you help the fact that you have a cousin in Atlanta? Now you're gonna stop by and do what? You're gonna holler at your cousin in Atlanta. You probably won't talk to her about the business because she already knows about the business. But you wanted to see family, but you came there, everybody say, on a business prospecting trip. And so along the way, you saw your family. On your way out of the hotel, you see that young man. It's Sunday evening now, everything is slow. You say, guys, you're great. I love your customer service. You be great at what I do. I'm involved in something that's helping me and many others financially. I'd like to share it with you. Could I get your number? And when I get back to my office, I'm going to give you a call and we're going to take this further. Is that okay? He said, sure. You've been kind too. And so now you got this number, you're on your way back. Now, when you gave him your card, when you gave that guy your business card, did it have your cell phone number on it? Did it have the name of your business on it? Did it have your website on it? When you did that and gave him that card, you just turned that whole trip into a business expense. You took it from being a personal expense, everybody say it with me, to a business expense. Isn't that beautiful? Give it up for yourself. Right? So when you come back home, that 1,000 miles that you drove is a tax deduction right here in mileage. That communication on your cell phone, when you did that monthly payment, it's a deduction because you were traveling, doing business calls. That time that you spent out there with that rental car, that's now a deduction because you're writing that rental car off because you went there for a business prospecting trip. And lastly, we're looking at going over the child wages. Now, that shows us how we can legally hire our children and pay them wages rather than the allowances that we were already going to pay them. Here's a question. Aren't our children much better on social media than we are? Yeah. And some of our grandchildren are better on social media than we are. Couldn't they easily go on social media, make a couple of clicks and say, hey, my grandmother is doing this, or they can change your font for you, or change your filter, change your picture. They can put a shirt on and say, Myecon is paying for my college. Could you see your children doing that? So you know they're gonna take out the trash anyway, but now they're taking the trash out of the home office. They're gonna straighten up some files in there. They're gonna get that paper off that table, but now they're cleaning up the home office. That's a domesticated type of job description. Am I right about it? Okay, so that's why we say we can give our children wages instead of allowance. Everybody say wages? Wages instead of allowance. Instead of allowance. All right, let's keep going. Let's do, and we're gonna put all this in the cash flow manager. The cash flow manager, you remember we said we had apps and everything. We don't want to be left behind. Right on your phone, you have an app. Could you see yourself at the restaurant, take a picture of your receipt, say, I'm at Chili's, Little Rock, Arkansas. It was $40.50, and I was with D. Smith. Click, submit, 15 seconds, and it's done. Could you see yourself doing that? Well, everything we do is at the touch of a finger because we have an app called the Cash Flow Manager, and it's right on our phone. All right, so keep going. Now, Couple of things that we do in this business opportunity is, just like you see on the screen, we give you an opportunity to earn residual income. We just talked about the tax deductions, and then we want to turn your regular expenses into what? Business. Yes, that's right. Now, this guy right here represents a home. He's like a home-based business. This is us doing business from our homes, right there with his laptop, right there at the kitchen table, or if you have an office space, you're in your office doing business from home. But the equal sign equals that we can be, we qualify for the same type of deductions as a McDonald's. Now, we don't have to have a brick and mortar building on the corner. We don't have to have a Starbucks, a Target. We don't have to have a Macy's department store to be eligible for the same tax benefits. Let me ask you a question. What kind of bills and things do McDonald's have? What kind of things do they have to pay every month? Lights. Do we have lights at home? Do they pay water? Do we have water at home?
Yes.
Do they pay insurance? Do we have insurance? They pay Wi-Fi? Do we have Wi-Fi? So we're gonna turn our regular expenses into business expenses. Do they have employees? And we have children that we're gonna be hiring as employees, right? So we are showing you how to turn your home into a McDonald's without the overhead, because McDonald's has to pay a lot of overhead for those bills every month. But we're gonna cut that overhead out and show you how to use the strategy. That's what we do. Let's keep going. Now, we just said the word strategy. So what I want you to see here is that the best way, 100% way to be successful in this business, is just use the strategy. We've shown you quite a few. We have a few more to show you. But here's the thing, so you can share your experience and you can earn upfront cash. So every time you share your experience, somebody likes it, they want to come and be a part, boom, upfront cash goes right out to you. But then you also have the ability to get residual income. That's where you do something one time and you get paid what? Over and over and over again. Doesn't that sound good? That you build this foundation and it grows, now you have checks coming to your house every month. The only thing you're doing is sharing what was helping you. It worked good for you. Here's the question. Anybody been to a good movie or a good restaurant lately? Who saw a movie? Tell me, what was it? What was the last good movie?
Equalizer.
You saw Equalizer? You tell anybody about it?
Absolutely.
I bet you told them about it, they probably went and sing it too, didn't they? And when they went and started, did Denzel happen to just send you a check and anything? He didn't send you money? Okay, what about the movie company? They didn't say anything? Guess what? We tell people about stuff all the time because we like to share. We tell them about the movie. We tell them about the restaurant. Girl, I went over here, they have some good shrimp over here, and they go out and get some of that what? They do it. Well, guess what? When you tell somebody about your good experience and they like it and they get involved, guess what the company does? They will send you a check. Everybody say, send me a check. Send me a check. All right, that's what they'll do. I would ask you to stick your hands in your pocket. That'll be a little too stimulating. But I want you to feel what it feels like for that money to be coming to you for just doing what you're trying to do anyway, which is share. We tell you this, we don't want you to be the best salesperson. We just want you to be the best sharer. Can we share? Yeah. That's not a hard thing to do. Let's keep going. We're almost done. All right, what do we get when you get involved with this business? Well, you get discount products and services. Many of us have always had a desire to be in business. Now you have a legit website with legit products and with legit services. So you can send somebody to your website. They can review it. It's up and running 24/7. They can be in Japan, they can be in Dallas, they can be in Chicago, but now your website is up and running. You're in business. And along with that, you get the smart credit system that we talked to you about earlier. They can plug into that, you can plug in for yourself. Now we got ID Defender. What's the number one crime in America? You saw when Best Buy got compromised. You saw when Target got compromised. You saw when the sites that people have, the dating sites, they started getting their information compromised. You know, people trying to find a husband, somebody compromising, looking all in the business. So we know that people get compromised. But what we say is we hope it doesn't happen, but wouldn't it be better to have a little product that comes along with your membership that will protect you in the event as this cyber world gets more crazy and crazy? Won't it feel good just to have a little protection? Yeah. That ID Defender comes along with your membership. We talked about the Cash Flow Manager. That's the app on your phone that helps you handle all your deductions. Now, we said we're going to travel anyway. Why don't you do like I did? I went to Las Vegas. I booked it from myself. I went to Las Vegas. I booked my plane from myself. I booked my hotel from myself. And I got me a nice little Volkswagen. And I booked it for myself, went through my website, and guess what the company did? Sent me a check. Everybody said send Marcus a check.
Send Marcus a check.
It was a good check, but it was a good check. Because it was
It was a
money
check.
I was getting back and I didn't have to spend, right?
Right.
Actually, it was pretty big. It was getting up there around about 100, but hey, I'm used to a new lifestyle because I think now, how can I buy this from myself?
Right.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Roadside Assure. You know, you might already have roadside assure, but you may want to buy it from yourself. Or you might want to get it for a nephew or a son or a daughter that's going to college, or a grandson or a granddaughter. Give them roadside assistance because you know these young people, they need a little help. They're driving, they're new, they might bump into something at Walmart, but now they got roadside assistance because grandma paid for it for them. Isn't that great? That comes with your membership. You can get it for yourself, get it for somebody else. Cashback Mall. We have all these places that we're going to shop at anyway. Here's the question. Are we going to go to Best Buy? We're going to go. Are we going to go to Walmart? Guys, are we going to go to AutoZone? Why not buy these products from yourself and let the company send you a check for doing it? Things we're going to do anyway. All right? Talk about this, debt elimination. This is awesome because it's going to show us through our next software piece, this cash flow stream number 4, debt elimination. So if you're still on your notes, put number 4, debt elimination. We use a software piece called the cash flow strategy. Now, the cash flow strategy, I call it a financial navigation system because it's going to show you. Because if you went to Atlanta, you probably wouldn't think about it from memory. You probably set your what? Use a GPS. But this right here is a financial GPS because it shows you what you need to pay, when you need to pay it, how much to pay, and here's the kicker. It shows you exactly how long it's going to take you to be 100% out of debt. That's why Curtis can say he'll be debt-free in 2026. He's using this software. It comes with your membership. Let's look at a live example. Here's a person, they have all this debt, right? They have a car loan, $22,000, and they're gonna be paying about $1,000 a month on that. They have a credit card, $4,400. They have student loans, $33,000, and then they have a home mortgage of $150,000. Quite a bit of debt, huh? It's about $209,000 worth of debt, but that's a real life situation, isn't it? Now, this person, let me ask you a question. If you got a home mortgage, about how long does it usually take to pay off a home mortgage? About 30 years, right? So what we're showing the person how to do is cut that time down drastically. So we're showing them how to get rid of all this debt, with a mortgage included, with student loans included, and I have student loans, but all that $209,000, they're knocking it out in 117 months. How many years is that? 9 years, a little bit over 9 years. So what it would have took them a mortgage at least 30 years to pay off, mortgage included, student loans included, a car and credit, knocking it out in less than 10 years. Is that awesome? Well, this is the power that we give you. So you won't put this other guy's information in here. You'll put your car loan, your car note in there, and the amount you owe on your car. You'll put your credit cards in there. You'll put your student loans in your home mortgage, and then it will generate you a customized formula to show you what you need to do. Anybody sound like that'll be something great to use? Well, this is what Myecon does for all of this money. It comes with it. So what did we do? Let's look at it. We eliminated $210,000 in debt in less than 10 years, and we freed up $2,285 a month. We had all that money going out in debt. Now it's freed up, and we can choose what we want to do with it. We can invest with it. We can start off some other type of lifestyle that we want to start, but it gives us more power. Everybody say power. That's what we want to give you your financial power back. That's cash flow stream number 4, debt elimination. Let's keep going. All right, number 5, investment education. Let's see what we're going to learn here. All right, with investment education, the first thing is a comprehensive training. What are we saying? A lot of people want to jump right off the diving board and get into investing. We don't want to do that. We want to give you some comprehensive training that you understand, investing. What is investing? What type of investor are you? Are you the type of person that wants to jump out and be real aggressive and jump on it and be cryptocurrency crazy and just go make $1 million tomorrow? Are you real aggressive and don't mind taking a risk? Or are you that type of person that say, hey, I don't want to lose any money. I just want to put something out there that's going to be a slow train. It's going to grow over the years. We got to find out what's your type, because everybody's different, right? I know some of us want to go get that money now. Some of us want to let it grow over the next 10 years. That's what we talk comprehensive training. Learn the terminology. Learn the investment terms, learn the concepts, learn the strategies. You can learn things like, hey, if you put some money out there, it may look like it's going up and going down. But over the next 8, 9, 10 years, 15 years, it's going to average back out. Doesn't that feel good to know things? Because anybody here ever wanted to know about investing would say, I wonder will I ever learn about that if I show hands? I want to learn about investing. But we teach you that in this business. That's cash flow stream number 5 on your note, investment education. So we're wrapping up here. Let's go ahead and go into the finish line. What are we showing? We're showing you this. What do you get? You get the tax withholding training. That's powerful, just knowing the things that you can write off. Smart credit system to help either ourselves or other people that have less than desirable credit. Then we have the investment education. I just mentioned that to you. That's how you can become a debt-free millionaire. Minimize your taxes and training using the cash flow manager. I know some of y'all feel good about that app on your phone. We're talking about debt elimination. Once you get the debt out of your life, you've removed the stress, and now you're a part of the financial success community. And lastly, the valuable tax benefits. Those tax benefits are so valuable, because it's the same thing that Barack Obama does. It's the same thing that Donald Trump does. It's the same thing that the person over at Stevens does. They're writing these things out. And I've told you a lot today, but I don't want to just tell you everything from my story. I want to call on a couple of people that are here today, just to let you get a glance of what Myecon has done for them. And so what I like to do right now, I'm going to call on my sister, a great young lady, recently married. Her name is Miss D. Smith. Dee, would you tell us what Myecon has done for you before, now, and after?
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Dee Smith. I've been in Myecon for 3.5 years. And before Myecon, I gave over $36,000 away in taxes because I had my W-4 filled out incorrectly. So since I joined Myecon, I have cash flows over $50,000. I have turned my first home into an asset instead of liability. I bought my second home with my husband. I've also got my son involved, and he does the investment thing. And my income just has been a very good blessing for me and my family. In the future, of course, I also open up 2 investment accounts. In the future, I just want to continue to educate people about my income. Share, like we always say, share this information with other people to let them know, to help them grow financially, educate them in whatever aspect they're looking for my income. So it's just been a great blessing.
Okay, great, thank you, Dee. And Dee and I met at college, we're college colleagues, and so we just met there, and it was a great opportunity. And how much was it able to bring you back in that first
So
round?
I brought back $200 in my paycheck, which of course, I'm sorry, I paid off my truck note a year early once I bought that $200 back in my paycheck, and then I just went on from there, doing some debt and stuff that I need to pay off, and of course, keeping that money and was able to buy my second home.
Okay, perfect, thank you very much. And we're gonna go over now to Ms. Liz Walker. Liz is also a social advisor, and she's a nurse. Can you tell us what it's done for you?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lizzie Walker, and I'm EVP in Myecon, and I've been in Myecon only about a little bit over 3.5 years. And like I said, I'm a nurse, and I make good money, but I literally did not know what to do with that money. It was going out the window, throwing it away, and nobody was going back. Using the first strategy in Myecon, I was able to bring home $500 of my money that I was giving away to the government. Because over that time, I had given away $48,000 of my money to the government, overpaying in taxes. Now think about that. That's $6,000 per year that I received in my household, and I did not get a second job, and I did not ask my boss for a raise. And so with that, I was able to pay off $13,000 in credit card debt, cash flow close to $50,000 now, and my credit increased over 100 points. So my future plans open up more investment accounts and just pay my child's college tuition for that scholarship. But in that case, it also teach generations such as himself and others, you know, the information that we're learning now. Because if we had this information when we were younger, imagine where we would be. So I want to encourage everyone to teach the youth. So not only our generation, their generations, but every generation after them, and I have to start at zero.
Yeah.
Bring you back with the first strategy?
$500.
$500 a month, thank you very much. We're gonna go to Mr. Teddy Johnson, a great friend of mine and an educator. Would you share with us what Myecon has done for you?
Wow, you want me to read?
Introduce the great person, Dr. Johnson.
My name is Ted Johnson. I am a recently trying to be retired teacher. But some of the things that I've learned since I've been in Myecon, which this year I celebrated my 4th year, was learning, and when I got to crying about it, Because I taught school for 35 years with my W-4 filled out incorrectly. So I don't even want to think about how many millions the government made off my head. And so one of the other things is it's giving me another educational tool. Because now when I go back in the classroom, I teach children financial literacy and what they'll need to know, even down to how to fill out a job application and how to read a paycheck stub, because so many of them don't know that. And those that are working, well, they told me to put zero. I said, no, you don't let other people count your money, sugar. You can take it too. You see, when you have no children. You know, so just things of that nature, letting them see some of the things that I didn't know and learn so they can be a step ahead. And then also, with the additional money, once I got the W-4 corrected, I was able to pay out some things with the investment education, was able to learn how to get some investments going, and it gave me more confidence to go ahead and retire at 62, and that's, instead of trying to still fight and deal with those kids. So, I mean, I tell people, I ran into a classmate of mine from college, and we were talking about retirement, and he told me that he had retired with $500,000. I said, what kind of retirement do y'all have in Texas? And, when he explained what he was doing, so I went back to my room, I was visiting down in Galveston, went back to my room and fell on my knees and said, Lord, because people don't say I need to pray about it. Listen, I went back to the room, and I said, Lord, I don't know what Merck had, but I need that. When I got home, I had an invitation in my mailbox on Myecon telling me, not Myecon, but in Facebook, telling me about Myecon. And so I jumped. And it's been a positive ride ever since.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And, how much was it bringing back for you when you first started?
Oh, man.
Monthly,
Monthly,
roughly?
it was right around 500 a month.
Right around 500 a month. Okay, great, wonderful. And the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that you've heard from various people, educator, a nurse, another educator, someone that's retired. And, the reality is this, whether it's $200, whether it's 500 like she had, it does things for people's lives, and it will be the same for you. The average person is gonna see some money coming back, because we want you to be a part of these financial success stories that everybody's sharing. It brought back an extra $350 for me. So, it's changing people's lives because we just need this education. Here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to be a part of what we call someday island. Somebody will see something like this and they say, well, I'll join someday. And then you just go over onto that island and you get on that island and it never happens. The best time to make a move is right now, because we don't want anybody else to come in and say, hey, I'm gonna start off at zero. We want you to be able to build now, get your future children involved, your grandchildren, and move forward and create financial success. So it's been a pleasure for me to be here in front of you. That's my time. You may be wondering, what is it that you're talking about? How much would it be? If it was $100, $200, you probably would do it, but guess what? It's not that. It's $47.90 one-time fee. And then you're gonna be $34.95 to keep everything going, keep your website going, keep it rolling. And so it's a small investment, a minimal investment that we're looking at. But what you can do is do that and become a part of this financial success community like everybody else. So I want you to give it up for yourself for being here today. You're ready to take some questions. I know we always have questions. We're gonna invite the Platinum Princess. She's in the back. She may want to come up, but she may want to remain in the back. But we want to be able to take your questions so that you can ask whatever you want to ask. There's no question too small. There's no question too big. Let's open up the floor now for questions. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I have two questions. I'm Miss Johnson, but I'm teaching at Mills. And, so, now I have a salary and income, so I want to make sure it's going right. The main thing is I have student loans, but I have about $20,000 in personal debt. And I want to kind of tackle that. And then the starting my own business part. So those are my two, objectives for being here. Is does it help me, get knowledgeable starting my own business, and then tackling that $20,000 personal debt? Or should I tackle those? Because the rest of it is student loans. I have student loans and I have the personal debt. And so that's my question.
I want to tackle that, but I want to pass it over. I didn't give her a proper introduction. She's also a professional tax preparer, and financial education is her. Listen, this is our daily life, and so we have experts among us in this business, and you'll meet people that you'll love to have in your corner. So I want to share that with Ms. Candace Wood.
Good morning, everyone. All right, so first off, did Marcus do an awesome job? So, great question. Just to address your question real quickly. You're in the right place at the right time. Number one. Myecon is one of those kind of companies that it doesn't stop you from doing what you're currently doing. It complements whatever you're doing. So when we say compliment, if you already have a business or have a business idea, then it kind of comes alongside and say, hey, you have a business, let's make sure you don't have what I like to call a bootleg business. Let's make sure you have a proper business that you're running properly and that we're helping you step by step in the way to make sure you're doing it the right way. The second thing with your debt, I mean, how many of you have debt-free dates? Okay, they have those debt-free dates because we give you the systems, the software, and the tools to tell you, hey, don't pay your house off first, pay your credit cards off first, pay this off first. And we'll give you step by step exactly what to do with your debt plan. We actually have a new system that we're gonna look at today that's just debt elimination. And it's gonna show you exactly what to do and how to do it. So it's really great. So you're in the right place at the right time. I don't know if you're gonna do it or not. You know, honestly, what we say in Myecon is that it doesn't matter if you do it, you're gonna do Myecon when you leave this room. What does that mean? That means when you leave here and drive your car, if you don't do Myecon, you just threw $20 out the window, right? Every time you drive your car, every time you pay your electric bill, every time you pay your phone bill, you're gonna do Myecon regardless if you do it today or if you don't. It's just be your choice is if you're gonna be able to call it an expense, like a business expense, or you're gonna call it a bill. It's gonna be your choice. So, we like you a lot. We like everybody that's here, but it's just a matter of making sure you have the right people in your corner that know the right information that'll help you get to the next level. Any other questions?
Oh, even though I'm retired, can we still use this as business?
Come on, early retirement.
Can we use, help us?
That's good. Miss Teddy's retired. Oh man, Mr. Absent is retired. So, and you retired too? What's your name?
Carol Fisher.
Miss Carol. Miss Carol Fisher. Can you tell me? Because I don't know Miss Carol. But can you tell me why you joined Myecon? Are you in Myecon?
Well, I'm just
She did?
interested today.
Okay.
Here, my daughter invited me, so.
You're in the right place at the right time. I'm gonna let you speak to Mr. Ashley. Mr. Ashley, can you come up real quick? Because see, I can tell you all the great reasons why you should do it as retired, but I'm not retired yet. So let me let you talk about it. So Mr. Aston, Mr. James Aston, has a great lifestyle. Let me tell you a little bit about him, just a little bit. So he makes more money in his retirement than he did when he was working.
Oh, man.
Let's be real clear. Mr. Aston, wave your hand. Hey. Let's show more money and that's real money. So Mr. Aston, tell us, why did you join Myecon as a retiree?
I joined Myecon as a retired because of the training. I didn't get it when I was in school or in college, when I was in the military. But I wanted to make sure that all the young folks that I'm running into, that I need, get the education so they don't have the same situation that we have. Now, like she said, I made more money than I did when I was working. But Sam also made more money now than I did when I was working. But I had to get that one of the things I had to do, find out how can I reduce my tax liability. So this is the way I'm working to do that. Learn how to do it, create a good home-based business, and at the same time train people. I apologize to my children because I didn't teach them. I didn't have the knowledge to teach them how to do it. But I'm talking to them now. Don't do like I did. Do what they say. And that's why I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Aston.
One more question. Could you, since you're retired, could you adjust your retirement, your money that you're paying? Could you adjust something?
I'll answer that.
Okay.
It's called a W-4P. If you have a retirement, it's called W-4P, which is a pension. P stands for pension. So if you have a pension, that's what that looks like. Most people who are retired, they're either taken from what was their 401k. So that also is the retirement form, and each company will have a different one, but we walk you through how to adjust your form the proper way. Sometimes when we get in retirement, I'm not talking about anybody who's retired that's here, right? When we get into retirement, we feel like, oh, I don't have to pay no taxes.
That is so not true. Okay, let me just clear it up. So not true, because if you don't pay the proper amount of retirement, this is a little bit of training, but if you don't pay the right amount of taxes when you're retired on your retirement check, like your 401k, or your money from your 401k, when you get your social security, if you don't pay it properly, you're taxed on your social security too. So the important part is lowering that taxable income, as Mr. Absent said, with the business deductions of my income. So to answer your question, that was a long answer for yes. Yeah, absolutely, thank you. All right, that's great. Any other questions? Open mic? We're good? Wonderful. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. What time is it right now? Oh, we're on good time. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Let you all get your questions answered personally. If you have guests, bring them up so we can talk to them personally and see what they may need, and then we'll get started with training for today. We have a lot of powerful training. It's gonna be really great. That's all I can say. So let's take a 10-minute break.